It's not Elvin, it's Albert. It's his twin retarded brother, I don't know.
Mm. Speaking of which, I did see that he was abandoning us for his new game.
Yes.
I see that he had to leave him a care package or he would have starved to death because he wouldn't have gotten off the game.
Yes.
I mean, that care package looks like something I would go through in the space of a day, to be honest. So, yeah, hopefully
I
you
know.
can refill it.
I wish I had the money, but actually I spent more money than I should have on any of that, and yeah, that was
Oh,
not it.
well.
But
He's
at
just
least
gonna
he
have to
won't
come out
starve.
then.
But no, there was something actually I was gonna say about Olivia's character sheet. Now I don't remember. Oh, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. If I remember, then I'll say something later. This. What do you mean this? I don't know. You figure it out.
Goodness, goodness, goodness. Well, before we get started, a couple of notes. Please save any Ashley Olivia conversations about Scry and Connor for the next actual session, as this interlude takes place somewhere in the time skip that is soon to happen. And
Okay.
therefore, any like conversation I'll have about that will actually happen, obviously, the first time you'll end up meeting up, I assume. And that has already happened a week or two ago from this standpoint.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can hear Anna going like, "Damn it."
Yeah,
Oh,
not to worry. Gotcha. It's going to be on Olivia to explain this one.
oh, damn it.
Let's get started.
Uh, um,
Ready to get started?
yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, I better change the location here in a moment. After all, night wheels to day and day to night. Seattle bathes in an endless drizzle between intermittent downpours, never quite enough to mask the rot festering in its shadows. Those shadows are often long indeed. Neither of the characters taking their place on the shaky stage tonight had the slightest real grasp on the actual weight of their newfound immortality actually means. On what the actual weight of their newfound immortality actually means, nor the passing of years compared to those who count their age by the century. Not yet. Perhaps they will eventually, if they last long enough to see it. Hmm. Stage, such as it is awash in neon lights. The Devil's Footstool, as it is called, is once more in full swing. It's nearing midnight, and got to open up that one. Darn, that's my bad. And Lyra stands behind the bar in her odd but in a sweet way bartender outfit. More than a few familiar faces also sit about the room, chatting, watching on one of the hodgepodge televisions, or sipping a drink. In most cases, it's blood. Odd, as Lyra doesn't often serve that crimson liquid, but not everyone can properly taste food and drink, even if they can mimic it. Oh, I need to scroll up on that one. Professor Higgins, a physics and general math professor at the university, sits in one of the corners, jotting down things in a notepad and occasionally pretending to watch one of the televisions. He's been particularly morose since the night of the raid, his first child still being in torpor. Jabber is also present, watching a sports event recorded during the day, every so often glancing over at another table where his child, Echo, is getting her teeth kicked in, figuratively, as she plays a rather serious looking match with Bree. A match involving a scrunched up paper soccer ball in their fingers. Mark Flowers sits at the bar, playing some sort of card game by himself. The cards look old, oddly well cared for, vintage. He keeps Lyra some pretense of being busy by regularly receiving refills. One of the few in the room drinking beer, it would seem, or some sort of liquid that isn't blood. And of course, sitting next to him, but facing away from the bar, is the familiar form of Waif, who seems to be particularly spectating the ongoing bouncing paper ball, as one might expect of a lazy cat, or perhaps some sort of other creature entirely. And of course, the two of you, also at the bar, at least for right now. Olivia, how did you manage to drag Ashley to this somewhat social of a scene and away from her books?
Oh, damn. Um, because she doesn't know where the chantry is, so that's true. Um, I wanna say she texted Ashley a mysterious message and coordinates without no, you've been here before. You've
Hmm.
been here before, so basically, she just texted Ashley a mysterious message that was very cryptic for no reason to meet her at the Devil's Footstool. I don't know what the message says. I'm not that creative.
Ashley, you are free to make up the message as you see fit.
Yeah. I'm going bats. I'm going bats.
And thus you found yourself here, somewhat entrapped and unable to leave. Hmm. What are the two of you up to right now as you people watch the room?
Hmm. Hold on, let me look at my Oh, go ahead. Oh, I do have eat food. Okay. I couldn't remember if I had the
Most
merit
of
or
you
not.
took it.
Yeah.
Most of you took eat food for some reason. I don't know why, but okay.
I don't know, it just seemed
Mhm.
right and wrong at the same time. I'm
There's also
actually Oh, go ahead.
right.
I was just gonna say Olivia's, watching Ashley with her notebook. You said you're doodling? And she's kinda lazily drinking a beer that normally she would never really have because she was never a drinker, but, you
And it's
know
not like she gets drunk from it anyway, so I mean,
well, I meant, like, she was never a drinker in her human life.
Mhm.
So I guess, like, now's the time to pretend, and she kinda asks Ashley what she's doing in her notebook.
As you ask Ashley, there's the loud rustling sound from a couple stools down where Waif pulls out a crumpled paper bag from the bagel and where she has been stopping at increasingly frequently these nights, and pulls out a bagel to munch on. Go on.
Oh, Jesus. Waif Waif, did you see Alvin tonight? Like, was she at the Daily Bagel?
Of course I saw Alvin tonight. Where do you think I got the bagels?
Then mother didn't wanna be with us tonight.
I wouldn't take it personally. He seems rather busy with what's going on. I mean, I did try to warn him, but now he's wrapped up in it and can't let it go. Spoilers
Mm,
for what he's going to be digging into next session, I assume.
fair. I haven't watched or listened to the last recording, so I have no idea what's going on.
I'll summarize this particular part because I'm saving a full recap for the next full session.
Mhm.
But basically, Alvin found out that both sire and child of one of the venture areas had been torpid during the raid, and he wants to get a lot of brownie points and more than a few, maybe a couple of powerful boons by managing their quote unquote estate until they get back from torpor.
Oh, okay.
However, he was warned by both Waif and his sire that to be careful of what toes he may be treading on because he's not the only one with interest in that, and the other person's interest might not be the same as his.
Okay. Gotcha.
Power
Well
plays and all that.
well, at least Elvin was in a good mood to give you some bagels tonight.
It's not like it's a charity. I fucking pay him. I
Mhm.
mean, I get jumped at least twice a night whenever I'm out in the streets. Easy enough to just take their money and leave them their lives.
Okay, that's fair.
Everyone sees me and goes, "Ooh, little girl," or "little teenager," or in some cases, we'll ignore the perverts, but usually it's just easy mugging target.
That's gotta be annoying to have people do that to you.
Yeah, yeah, it can be annoying, but sometimes it's just very stress relieving. The
That's
real
fair.
downside is having to hold myself back from just putting my fist through their brain.
Duly noted. Yep. I was just thinking that.
It's like the world is made of what's that flimsy material these days? Cardboard? Like the world's made of cardboard.
Hmm, I can see that. Actually,
You can make me a perception alertness check, difficulty 9.
um, where's my dice?
Actually, you both have auspex. I can be fair and make it difficulty 10. But you get to apply your auspex reduction to it. So minus however much auspex you have. Perception alertness.
I have
Yeah, difficulty 10, but you can subtract your auspex dots from the difficulty.
perception
So
alertness.
in Olivia's case, that's going to be -5, I believe. So she'll be rolling at difficulty 5.
Yep. Wait, did I roll the right one?
I haven't seen any rolls yet. That's fair. I'll just whisper this then. Hmm.
Um, that was a jump scare.
In any case, where does that leave you? Oh, right, talking to me.
Oh, oh yeah. That
But yeah, like I said, I pay. I pay just fine. Hmm.
so Olivia's notices Mark's lips, and she's kind of like, "Hey, what's the little lip action there for?"
What on earth are you talking about? He says as he plays the next hand of his solo card game.
Oh, you did a weird thing with your lips, like kind of like this, and she tries to mimic it. It turns out weird.
Are you feeling okay, child of Melcath?
Do I ever feel okay? Do any of us ever feel okay? No.
Yes.
Jeez, Nick scared me.
Mhm. That's a fair thing.
Mm.
Books are worthy of a time investment. Well, I suppose I could be picky and say which books, but that is really for the reader's decision.
Mm.
All in due time. Have all the time in the world to read them. No need to worry about it. Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, then do your best to survive better. After all, you've made it this far.
Are we doing a staring contest? Can I win? Wait, I mean, can I join?
He will stare back at you.
Oh, I'm totally doing this. She's having a staring contest with him though.
All right.
Okay, I'm bored. Lyra, is there something I can do?
Ah, sorry, that was kind of funny. Out of character. You weren't winning that anyway.
Probably not.
Hmm. Well, actually, as of that moment, one moment. Actually, first. Fine. Wait. Is this you asking for a chore? I didn't think kids were supposed to ask for chores. I've never had a kid before. Do you want
Chores?
chores? Should I give you a chore?
What?
I could probably give you a chore. I think I'm supposed to.
Man, I'm starting to feel like I should lick all of your neon lights instead of asking for a chore. Well, being a being electrocuted would be so much better
Lyra's
than
normally wholesome appearance and face suddenly turns very dark, and she narrows very dangerous, deadly eyes at you.
like,
Don't lick them; they're mine.
ugh, okay, fine. Can I lick at least have something to lick? Like a glass? Oh, okay.
Lyra is going to stuff a lollipop in your mouth from behind the desk or being the counter.
Olivia is very satisfied with that. She has never had a lollipop, or she
You
hasn't had
should
a
be. It's
lollipop since
blood.
she was human. Oh, really?
Blood lolly.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, she's really
It's a
happy
blood
about
lolly with
that.
sugar. It also has sugar in it, but it's more blood than sugar, so it's just fine for your vampire palate, even without eat food.
Oh, her eyes get so wide, and she looks at Ashley like, "This is so good!"
You want one? You get past the blood lolly. Well, you know what they say. Hmm. Certain snacks have a habit of spilling, and spills damage books. I would never allow such things in my library either.
Was so good.
Jabber will laugh to himself. It kind of comes out of a huff with a chuckle. Don't mind him. Honest Anarch I've ever met. Loves his books. Yeah, but I mean, no offense, Mark, but none taken. Well, it's just that it's not the normal behavior we expect from those of our clan, I suppose. Prop teased it. If you would all keep it down, please. I'm trying to do some work. Professor Higgins says, somehow cutting over the noise of the room. No one pays any heed to him, unless one of you wish to.
Mm, mm. Can I help you with your work?
Do you have at least a master's degree in math or physics or some form of calculus?
Um, I
If you want
have
to go
a
mechanical, academics at 4 is the minimum.
I have a master of, being a disaster. Does that count?
Stay the hell away from me. No offense, Lyra. None taken. She's being a bad girl tonight.
Well, I'm bored. Can we do something? Like, Ashley, do a rendition of all your books. Like, just read them out loud. Funny voices. Anything. I could do it. Do you want me to do it? Never mind.
Oh, yeah, you have 3 phones, don't you? Would you like to name off all your phones again? Last one. Last one.
I thought you were actually I forgot that Ashley had 3 phones. I knew that you had at least 2, and so when you were saying which phone, I thought you were actually talking about real life, not in game. That's probably a smart move on her part.
I mean you just need, like, 10 or 12 more, and you could probably make some sort of breastplate out of them. These things are Nokias, they can probably take a bullet.
Is that my phone?
No, Nokias were reasonably sized. The Nokias were reasonably sized. They were just, really dense and really durable. Uh, yep, yep. Oh, it's a text.
Yes. Yes. Yes, I don't care where it is. I don't just take me. I'm there. But I don't wanna have swamp foot. Well, I'm there.
Oh, are you going somewhere? Where are you going,
Mm,
Lyra? Well, I suppose. But you better
mm,
mind your manners, young lady, she says to Olivia.
well, I promise I will.
And no
Kind of.
licking my stuff.
Fine.
If you promise, I'll help.
Okay, I promise. I won't lick any of your stuff. I will
She
curb
gives
my
you an
boredom
old,
elsewhere.
an older looking key, but one that has like the head capped in a little pink rubber. It's
Uh,
the key to her old '60s convertible, the bright pink one.
ooh. Olivia takes it and
Not a scratch on my baby.
okay, I promise I will be careful. Extremely careful. And I won't lick it. Can I lick the key?
No.
Okay. I just wanted to know where the boundary was. No key licking, no car licking. Got it. Are you ready, Ashley? Bases. Oh. Um, so we're this is kind of like an espionage thing.
Not really. Not that difficult.
Well, no. Okay, well, we can stop somewhere and get something. Just point me to the way and I'll drive us there. Ow.
Oh, y'all are leaving already? Wife says, only appearing to now have paid attention to you two again. All right, all right. I won't tag along. So it seems like don't say no more. I'm just gonna stay here then. Have fun with your fire, I guess, whatever it is y'all get up to.
Olivia's gonna go hug Echo and be like, "Bye, butterfly. We'll see you another time."
Your intermittent hugging causes her to lose the current match immediately. And she just starts cursing up a storm.
Aw, look, she loves me. All right, Ashley, let's get going. No. Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, the last one was the longest, yeah.
All right. Ashley's gonna
Yes.
follow, or not Ashley. Sorry, Olivia's gonna take her to the car.
To the car you go. And away from the safety and comfort and admittedly almost painfully bright light of the Devil's Footstool. And to Seattle properly, where the latest bout of rain is starting to swoop in.
Ooh, I love it. I like rain.
I imagine you are keeping the top up in the convertible.
Yes. Ashley has a lot of books that Olivia does not want ruined because she knows that it's important to her. Otherwise, she'd probably have the convertible or the top down. I would lick it
You know what
clean.
they say? Sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Hmm. So, what's her task? Mm, mm, that's what we're doing? Hmm.
Hmm. I'm sure Olivia remembers her Oracle moment.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the guy with the weird eye. Mm-hmm. Maybe we can give him the evil eye while we're there. Well, I mean, not him knowing us being there. Leave an evil eye for him. You know. Never mind. Let's just get going. Where do you want to stop to get our faces hidden? What's hmm. You know what? I got a better idea. Why don't we go down to the store that has all the wigs, all the supplies there, and I'm going all out. I'm gonna take you there. Never mind. We'll just go there. When
Ah,
was
yes, the place there where you emphasize your goods to get a discount. I remember.
Yeah, that I couldn't remember what the name was.
I
Like
don't
if you
think I
gave it a
gave it a
name.
name. I don't think I gave it a name.
Damn, Face Off, the movie Face Off was out in 1997. I was gonna make a reference to it, but
Too late for you. Though it
yeah.
is early enough for the new game, which is in '99.
Mhm. I'm gonna get Ashley the like I don't know, not the brightest. It can't be a bright wig. Never mind, it can't be a bright wig. We're trying to hide.
Well, I mean,
Olivia
you're going to be seen anyway. You're in a bright pink car.
That's fair.
The important thing is for it not to necessarily be connected directly to Ashley.
Fair. Mhm. Oh, we got this. So
Dude,
is there are we gonna drive to the shop then?
a 24/7 party store with one rather lazy guy behind the counter.
Ooh,
Yes.
ooh. Ashley, when we get up to the counter, just like bat your eyes at him. It'll give big discount. You look more human than me. Ooh, wait. Yeah, you look more human than me. Uh-oh.
How does she look more human than you?
Oh, blush of life. Olivia doesn't
You know,
have
you can
that.
do that too by just spending a blood point.
That's true. Okay, we'll both bat our eyes. We'll get 20% discount probably.
Ugh.
I'll spend a blood point just in case, like, just because
Mhm.
I forget that
Don't have to worry
she.
about actually counting it off your sheet tonight because tonight
Okay.
is an interlude session in the middle of a time skip, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Hmm.
But
Into the store you go. It's quiet here. You're the only ones in there right now, aside from the man behind the counter who seems to be watching a little television. One of those little, like, probably 5 or 6 inches. Like, it's like one of those little prop things you like bring with you to places. I remember they were really popular when I was in elementary school.
oh yeah.
They were absolutely dog shit, but they were like so cool at the time because miniaturization technology was just beginning.
Mhm.
Look, I have a little TV. I can bring it with me wherever. You could see them up for grabs for like 9 or 10,000 tickets at like an arcade.
That's pretty cool. I like stuff like that though.
Hmm.
So we are in the store. Olivia's dragging Ashley to where all the wigs and, stuff that Ashley can pick out or whatever. True. I didn't think about that. I think that would look gorgeous on you. I don't probably not. No,
Probably
not a
not.
party store.
Not in the 90s anyway.
We can get you these awesome sunglasses that cover like half of your face. Makes you look like a bug.
Yes, those giant sunglasses that also have little mirrors on the sides so you can see behind you just because.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the fancy spy glasses or whatnot. One of the many little gimmicks that got the kids to go, "Mommy, mommy, let me get that." Kind of like how anytime you take your kids down the cereal aisle, presumably.
Yeah. Ashley, look, I found these plastic teeth that you're just putting in your mouth and it changes your whole teeth. You want these?
Olivia says with them already in her mouth. We were speaking about young children, and there's a young child in the
I know,
background.
right? Olivia spits the teeth out and is like, nah, they're uncomfortable, and just tosses them.
Well, you know what? If you say so, I'll run with it. One moment. While he is not dressed in his normal attire, but instead some sort of hoodie, Tobias Knowles is in the
Tobias!
is in the shop perusing items.
"Oh, Tobias, you want these teeth?"
What?
He probably
What?
watched her take that out of her mouth.
Yep, probably. But, yeah, no, 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 thank you. No, no, I think I'll be fine. I don't even know why I came in here.
"Oh,
But this,
okay." She just tosses it back in the bin.
I could ask you the same thing. I really shouldn't be here too long without my escort. Is there anything I can do for you? I mean, what are you up to? You know what? I'm just gonna go this way. Yeah, yeah, this way. And Tobias, somewhat embarrassedly, walks away. But not before stopping by at the cash register and paying for something.
I bet he bought a pack of gum. What do you
Why
think,
would you buy a pack
Ashley?
of gum?
Because Olivia doesn't know anything. So you're saying he bought beer. Got it. Maybe we should have an intervention for him. Hopefully he's not an alcoholic.
While the man behind the counter may be drinking a beer, there is no beer for sale in the shop.
Fair.
This is not that kind of party shop. Yeah, like one of those things, only like, not a chain and like just squeezed in somewhere in the middle of
You
Seattle.
then he
Yeah, except
then
it's
he
open all the time. It might have a banner saying Halloween sale, but it's no, it's open all the time.
I bet he bought a whoopee cushion then. Seems like a Tobias thing. Not really. I don't know. The reagent regent? Oh my god, I can't speak. Uh, well, you guys do arts and crafts. That could liven up things. Here's a leopard print coat. It's like one of those cheap ones for Halloween. It's not like it's not that good.
It's not like one of the things that were often worn during the 80s.
Yeah,
It was the 80s, right? That was when
I
that was
think
big.
so.
Mhm. Not the
Does
weirdest thing that happened in the 80s.
should Olivia get stuff to hide her? I don't know if he knows if he would
Well,
make
I
the
mean, I
connection.
imagine if he did the bare minimum of research, he would know you two were in a coterie, so might want
Yeah,
to hide
that's
some of your color.
okay, that's fair. Olivia, since she has colorful hair, she's gonna do dark hair.
Yeah, you pull out a wig. It looks ugly on you, but it'll probably do the job.
Yeah,
It'd probably look less ugly if you took out your buns.
probably.
But with it, you just get these two lumps in the middle of the wig that just kind of rise up. Kind of like the girl version of like the boss's horns in the Dilbert comics.
Yeah, she's gonna do that, and she's also gonna do the big bug glasses.
Big bug glasses that are also spy glasses because they thought that was a good combination idea, probably.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
Mhm.
Yep, yep. Which brings us back to the map. Hmm.
Oh,
The
I forgot
address is
Ashley
listed
did.
as being part of the North Admiral neighborhood, which is this part right here, and it's part of West Seattle. Oop. Oh, there's many golf courses, and this map is relatively zoomed out. But I assume you follow the directions in your driving.
Mhm.
And of course, we must come here.
Ooh, this place is fancy, fancy. I don't know. The way he looked, he
Giovanni
looked like he'd
Manor.
be sorry?
The manor is dark and foreboding, although how much of that was intent in its construction, and how much simply accrued from whatever dark and inhuman rituals were practiced within its grounds and walls, may perhaps be a mystery. On the surface, from the street, this is about all you see. However, you already know what the Giovanni deal in. Let's make us see the unseen check, both of you.
Hey, where'd my character sheet go?
Perception plus awareness, difficulty 7.
Perception, awareness. Um,
Lovely roll, Ashley. Lovely roll. Wait, Ashley does have. How much aspects does Ashley have? 2, I believe, right? Okay, just making sure. Well, y'all both, in fact, get to see what's really here, at least in that sense. Hmm. There are many wraithly entities about the manor, some looping about inside, most visible seeming to linger about the grounds or even more near the road. You never enter into or over the road, however. The reason why you find on the opposite side of the road. There's another wraithly figure. It faces the mansion, its appearance one of someone or something in full plate armor out of the late medieval period. Its gauntleted hands clasp on the handle of a sword planted in nothing in front of it. Something about it radiates power, strength, some unknown potency. Whatever it is, the other wraiths seem dare not to come closer to it than their side of the road. In an odd fashion, the ghosts of the Giovanni seem almost besieged by that one figure. Neither of you are necromancers, so you have no way of knowing, but it definitely doesn't seem to like those across the street from it, or perhaps that house in general, and you doubt it's another wraith in the thrall of those there. Someone or something on the wraithly side has an interest in the Giovanni and doesn't particularly care to like them. Particularly seem to like them. Hmm. I don't have pictures for any of this yet, sadly. You could try, but that might be problematic. Most of the things that allow you to easily interact with wraiths lie in one of the branches of necromancy, but you can try all the same. What would you attempt to interact with? The knight, or one of the many wraiths about the Giovanni Manor? Which part? Ah, which would you like to try to interact with? The knight? Well, one of the figures on the Giovanni grounds. Hmm. Very well. Which one of you wishes to interact with it? I assume you're stepping out of the car to do so. Hmm.
do you want to do that or? Okay.
You step out of the car. Your steps perhaps a touch hesitant at first, but you get closer, as it appears more readily that no matter what you do, the ghosts on the Giovanni's side have no interest of stepping into the road, almost as if they've tried before. How do you wish to approach it? Hmm. Its gaze will stray to yours, though it's kind of hard to tell where its eyes are, given it has the helmet, but the eyes seem almost like glimmering lights within the helmet.
That's
They stare
scary.
at you, but there's no sense of real malice directed toward you. You see me. What are you that lets you do this? Roll manipulation subterfuge. Difficulty 6. You should try to mask your lies better, young one.
So are you trying to extract information from the night thing?
Hmm. You are
Mm.
a child of the night, aren't you? Hmm. But not one of those like there. And he will nod with his big helmet towards the manor. That is their name they go by, yes. You are also not like the walking corpses that came before, nor those that wear masks to hide their faces, nor do you seem to have the jagged teeth of my own master. As far as I can tell, you are not of the blood that controls me. I would call it admin, but only time and given ability tells. No matter. It does not affect me one way or the other. I am here, given purpose, by the one who holds my leash. No, I am merely here to ensure none of their slaves may cross the boundaries of the property. Hmm.
Mm.
I suppose they stopped trying their luck many nights ago. I banished more than a few of their number to walk the harrowing. You wouldn't, you don't have the right lore for it. When the way wraiths work is they are split between a psyche and a shadow. A psyche, when they die, a psyche is all the best and normal, or at least regular parts of their soul. The shadow is all the very, very worst aspects of themselves. Whenever their form is reduced to nothing, aka they suffer a sort of death, they go through a harrowing, which is like a process in the maelstrom. Or it's been a bit since I read the lore, but basically, if they come out of it, if they make it through it, they come back. If they don't quite fulfill it, they come back. But this time, when they come back as a specter, where the shadow is the dominant force and the psyche the submissive force. And specters tend to be monsters that attack just about everything in sight or go about whatever their malicious whims are. So when he says he banished them to the harrowing, he's basically saying that he defeated them and killed them, but of course they're wraiths, so they're already dead, so they don't stay dead. Hmm.
Sounds like a sad existence, to be honest.
Well, I mean, there are worse fates. They could get torn into the maelstrom, and be torn to shreds. Their souls utterly erased.
Okay, fair.
That wasn't a storm. It got torn. It got torn into. There is a literal storm of death and souls in the underworld. There's actually a lot of stuff going on there. I believe the center of it all is like Oblivion, which is why it's called Wraith the Oblivion. And if you get sucked into Oblivion, you either never come back or you come back as a specter. Wraith is perhaps the oddest of the five main games of World of Darkness. It's also one that's really hard to play online, even with DMs and stuff, because each player plays their Wraith psyche, right? And they role play that. That's their character. However, each of the players at the table also plays another player's shadow, has access to powers of their own, and also can make deals and offers to the main player of that character, which they might need if in case they're in a tight spot. But doing so allows the shadow to gain more and more control. Hmm. That's it's either the rarest or the second rarest of the main five to be played. The other competing is the Changeling, the Dreaming. In any case, where were we? All right, we're talking for the night. Mhm. I banished them to impermanent death, child. There are many, but weak, young. Hmm. It will only nod and then resume its vigil.
Hmm. Ashley, exactly what are you looking for? I see. Are we just trying to see?
87 is the number you wish to count, child.
Oh,
Hmm.
that.
Most are so incredibly weak. They would not pose much problem for you. Their only use is as eyes and ears, to those inside, at least. As
Yeah.
I said, most are of no consequence to you. Certainly not to me.
Kind of feel bad for the wraiths.
Hi, David. Who's he talking to, by the way? Hmm. No, I mean, I'm hearing talking in the background, or is that someone else? Hmm.
Oh yeah, you're hearing Nick.
Hmm. No, no. This this is just a matter of you seeing part of your objective and kind of sizing yourself up, building resolve, sort of thing, anchoring yourself. Yeah, it's a lot of preparing mentally. Yes, and while the wraiths are technically witnesses, I mean, they can only really talk to someone that. Mhm. And these ones are so weak; they are barely here. You can see some of the. I mean, I'm basically pulling a thing by allowing you to see them with all specs. Because normally I think it requires certain necromancy powers, but point is they can't really serve as witnesses to the Camarilla at large, not unless there's another necromancer to translate for them.
Mm. Is there anything else that you need done, Ashley, outside of just looking for wraiths? Okay. Because, I could project myself into there and see if there's anything worth noting.
Oh, I'm not muted. Sorry.
It's a freaky house, but our existence is kind of freaky too. I mean, I wouldn't mind giving some additional information if I can. Uh, Olivia pulls out her phone after it buzzes. Pick up groceries? What? Pick up She said, uh, okay. So she's gonna. I don't know how to do whispers. I forgot.
No, no, no. You're fine. You're fine. Go ahead.
She's just gonna send one back and be like, okay, I'll pick up some groceries on my way back. Why do you need groceries?
The only text you'll get is "Don't ask questions."
Yep.
It's a surprise.
And she just goes, "Okay, I will see you soon." And she puts her phone back away and turns back to Ashley, and, like, if you want she turns back to Ashley and says, "Do you want me to do that? I don't mind helping." "Oh, Lyra wants me to pick up groceries with no questions asked, so, yeah, there's that."
Well, you haven't looked at the list yet.
Yeah. Yep, I have no idea. I'll have to look at the list in the glove box when we're done here. A little bit, but that's okay. I am gonna ask that maybe because when I do project myself, I'm not gonna be in my body, and I really don't want my body just like laying on the ground. So maybe we could go back to the car. Okay, I love it.
So, for the past several minutes, your car's been parked out here on the street.
Hmm.
Boop, 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 boop,
That
boop, boop.
bright pink car.
The front door of the mansion opens.
Oh, fuck me.
Rocco, Rock Bellini, as he is known to Alvin, will come out the door, kind of trudging, his feet just kind of stomping, doesn't really want to be here or out here doing whatever it is he's about to do. But his eyes seem kind of deadlocked on the convertible as he
Uh,
starts walking to where you've parked it across the street.
Oh, I don't know why I parked here. I can't find my nursing home.
Now would be a good time to drive away if you don't want to have to deal with this conversation. Hmm.
Anna, you
Let's
want to
find a
drive
good.
away or what do you want to do?
Olivia, you're driving.
I know, but I want to make sure Anna, like, before I just like floor it or whatever, I want to make sure Anna doesn't want to do anything, like, or if she wants me to make a different decision. Who, Olivia?
I mean, you've definitely seen them at the first at that big gathering of the princes when the Giovanni like kind of introduced themselves. But I want to say you were also there when he was feeding on that one person behind the bagel, and Alvin had to. Oh,
Olivia
absolutely.
was.
Yeah. Mm.
So I don't know if you, because he might tag that. So do you want to just want Olivia to make a split decision and leave? Okay. So Olivia, as she's flooring it, says, "I forgot where my nursing home was," and floors it.
Think of better excuses, you lazy bitch. He will see yell out after you. Obviously, he didn't really see who you were, but on being, I guess, women. But he's clearly not in the best mood. He didn't want to have to come out here and find out whoever was lurking outside the home. Clearly.
Fair.
Fucking hell, I put up with. Goodness. God forbid old Lucio comes down here and looks himself. Sheesh. And he will dispense back into the manor. Do you care to look at the grocery list?
Um, Once we're a safe distance away, yeah, Olivia will uh ask Ashley to pull out the grocery list.
Hmm. There is a rather large list. Well, it's not the large list, but it's a rather large amount of cream, sugar, maybe a bit of milk, a few other things.
Hmm. Okay. I'm curious to see what you're gonna have her do.
If either of your characters have ever seen the list of ingredients for ice cream before, you kind of know where this is going.
Okay. Okay.
There's nothing in there for flavor other than sugar, though.
You better.
Maybe, probably. I mean, she did just feed you both blood lollies earlier.
Uh, That's a good question, actually. I don't even know if Olivia has money. I think no, Olivia should have. I don't know.
I wonder, what
Possible.
are all the places you check?
Center council, Wheelwell.
I just picture that, like you're doing all this as Olivia's driving, of Ashley just kind of skirting all over the cars in odd positions, trying to look in places. None of those places you've listed, none of those places you listed have any money. Nope.
Recheck the glove box.
Oh yeah, there is in fact another little envelope inside the glove box.
Okay, good, because I was thinking we were gonna have to steal everything, like 5 finger discount it.
There are at least 10 Benjamins in there.
All right.
You probably don't need it all for that order, but you will need a good chunk of it.
Probably like $500. No, I'm kidding. Um, so
No, no, back in this economy, no, you'll probably only need like a quarter of it for this, even with the size of the order.
yeah.
We're in the
Well,
90s. Things are relatively cheap.
to be fair, I did say I would not lick her stuff, and that money technically is hers, so did she really, or did she just give me the money like your mom would, be like, "Go get milk, but give me the change back"? Erring on the side of caution, and plus money's dirty. Olivia will not be licking that.
You've looked dirtier things, but yes.
That is true. She has. But she's gonna drive to, a grocery store near the Devil's Footstool, so whatever's closest.
Excellent. Well, you find one that's open this late. It's one of those little 24-hour corner stores. Considering the size of and proportions of the things it sells, though, you have to basically clear out its stocks entirely in the sugar and cream department.
Mhm.
You even have to send them into the back room in order to get the rest.
Damn.
But you find yourself back here in the Devil's Footstool, where Lyra is waiting for you. The others are all in there. Well, they've changed positions somewhat, but Lyra's the one bouncing around waiting for you at the entrance. About time. Jeez, I sent you out for groceries ages ago.
Oh,
As if
sorry,
she
we
had not, in fact, given you the keys to go do whatever it was you were going to do.
I know, right?
Come on,
Come
come
down.
on, come on.
Alright, alright, alright. Here, here,
And
here, here, here.
with the firm energy, she doesn't grab the bags from you, but instead grabs your arms and tugs you with painful force in the direction of one of the back rooms.
Yep. What are we doing?
Sure enough, there's an ice cream machine back there.
Uh,
One of those big soft serve machines.
when did you get that?
Like, 3 nights ago? 3 nights ago. Yeah. No more
You
stupid
didn't tell
questions.
me? Ah, fine.
Well, I didn't have all the supplies for it yet. And with supplies mentioned, there are, in fact, a number of coolers that look like they came out of the Red Cross somewhere around.
All right,
Hmm.
well, where do you want to put
Yeah.
this stuff and do you need help?
Oh, that would be the fridge right there. Well, fridge, the freezer, either or.
Oh, tomato, tomato. Okay. Olivia will start helping putting stuff away.
No, 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 no. We're going to use at least half of it tonight. Sheesh. Into the mixer. With that, a half hour of mad science, chaos, and at least a quarter of the ingredients she picked up being spilled haphazardly on the floor because someone has butterfingers. Um, the mixers are well underway. Your blood flavored ice cream will be ready in probably an hour or two. Just enough to have some before everyone has to leave for the night, probably.
Mhm.
Which, of course, leads to an ice cream party happening. Or that's what Lyra calls it. But Wave seems to partake. Mark seems to partake. Most of them seem to partake aside from Higgins. Unfortunately, Ashley cannot stay for the after party as she has to get back to the Chantry. She is still a caged little bird. But yes, blood ice cream parties are where we're going to end this little interlude.
Okay.
Interludes never last as long as regular sessions. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
But you will each get to experience a piece. So yay you.
Okay.
Any questions?
Nope.
Can't
I don't
really
have
do
one.
MVP with only two of you. Sorry.
No, it's kind of hard because it's only two of us and we can't vote
Mhm.
for it. It just no.
Well, I've done two of these for Pius and Ashley so far. This is about how long they usually run.
Yeah,
Hmm. I believe the first one introduced Tobias and Lynette to their respective areas, and the second one resulted in Ashley's wraith getting eaten. Speaking of which, I made the hint pretty obvious about who's pulling this wraith's leash. Just saying. Yep, one of Lynette's wraiths. Yep. He also basically listed every necromancy clan and bloodline, at least the ones that are that are at least reasonably well known. The walking corpses refer to the Cappadocians, the precursors to the Giovanni, and obviously you know about the Giovanni. And then the ones with masks are the harbingers of the skulls, which is what became of most of the survivors of the Cappadocians. And obviously the jagged teeth of Nagaraja, aka Lynette. Boop, 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 boop. This is the first, so 3/01 slash 2025. Glad to get to include you for a change in one of these, Olivia. I mean, sorry, Steph.
that's okay. Yeah, it's
Hmm.
yeah, that's a weird change to be honest.
It was kind of weird when we went down from like I didn't expect David to drop out like that suddenly. I actually had stuff planned. I
Yeah,
guess we'll have to find out what happened on your field trip next time.
that's okay.
Oh, he does seem like the type that keeps on going even after he hurts himself, and then only lets the pain sink in once he's, I guess, back home. So basically, he keeps going until he overdoes it, and then comes back home and only then does it sink in.
He's gotta
Oop.
stop
But
that.
yes, 2 XP for both of you, 1 XP for Alvin and Pius because of our, missing session experience policy.
80?
Yes, I'd hoped you didn't release all of your writings. Sheesh. Is this why you keep them blacked out? Just so you can release them in bits and pieces? Oh, that would be lovely. Because I love your writings, but sometimes it's a bit crazy going back and forth on the timeline differences. So are you officially dropping another one then? Mhm. Well, just let me know when you release new stuff so I can give you XP for it. Okay. Mhm. The timelines are cute and adorable. Mhm. Yep, I have been somewhat in that position. Well, I would wish I was more in that position. I'm definitely going to have to be in that position from this night to next night because I have to get ready for session one of the other game. Indeed, it is. The three steady players I have so far, I love everything they've put together. But the fourth one, I'm only kind of holding that seat open for him for so long. We'll see. Basically, it's my half brother. I'm doing it for my dad because my dad wants him to have more friends, and he's got a lot of medical issues. So but he doesn't really think. He's kind of currently on listening only mode, but eventually I will need to fill that seat with another player. So we'll see. But if not, I've got a good core three, and my first story arc is built to include new players that may enter. So I'm set either way.
Alright, you guys have a good night.
Okay. Try not to let Nick die. Oh wait, she's already gone. Oh well. I suppose I should tell you to try not let David die. Get himself killed.